Hello, everyone who's just coming in. Just getting set up, guys. Just 2 moments. Hi, Tracy. So I'll just see if I can zoom out a bit. Hey, Nicola. I'm not too bad today. How are you? How are you doing? Just going to switch over to live chat. If we can make sure we're in live chat. Just so we'll get the notifications at the same time. There we go. Hey, Eva. Right, guys. So welcome to part 2 of our Herb Leonhard, our Herb Leonhard clear along. And last stream on Sunday, we did the skin with the primer watercolors. We're going to continue with the rest of the image using the Windsor Newton drawings, which look like this. Come these little glass jars. And I swatched them out on the last video. Let's see if I can find the swatch card. Where did I put that swatch card? Well, I can't find the swatch card, but we swatched them out last time, and what we could see is that they were vibrant. They were greatly pigmented, so we're going to use these. Hello, everybody who's just coming in. Hi, Susan. Hi, Nancy. So yeah, before we get started, I have a couple of things that I want to do a shout on. Tomorrow we are going to be doing our Magic Monday featuring Chris Lopez, and I'm going to be colouring this image by Chris using Pan Pastels. So I'm going to give them a go on tomorrow's stream. Same time tomorrow. I've also got a couple of thank yous to say as well, because I don't normally, I'm not used to this so far. Obviously, doing this whole streaming is all new to me. And the other day I got some Happy Meal, which was from a couple of subscribers and some followers as well. And it completely caught me off guard, and I was absolutely shocked that people would want to send things to me to say thank you, even though it's me who's thankful for them, being part of this group and supporting me by watching the videos and by being in the group. I was just completely taken by surprise. So I've got one person who doesn't mind being mentioned, but the other person wishes to remain anonymous. So the first thing that I got on the Happy Meal, not Happy Meal, was these Derwent Collection pastel sets. And then inside, you get a selection of the Derwent pastel pencils. You get a selection of the Derwent sticks, pastel sticks, a rubber putty, and a pastel pencil sharpener. and the lovely Yvonne Rodriguez has sent those to me. So thank you so much. I can't believe that somebody would want to send something to me and to say thank you. It's just, it's not obliged for you to have a look at my wish list and to pick something and send it to us. The main reason why I had my wish list is so that I could remember things that I wanted to purchase. And it wasn't until lately that Yvonne messaged me and said, you don't have an address on your wish list, so I can't send you something. And I explained that, well, it's not my intention for people to purchase items for me. And obviously she said that she wanted to, so I did. So Yvonne, thank you very much for sending that, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. And I'll be using these in live streams and within the group to put this into good use and put it back into the channel. So thank you very much. And then second person I'm going to leave till very last, because it's this person's been way generous and it's a lot to get through. I'm going to go through what I got myself, so which is probably going to be quicker. So I got some artist paintbrushes by H&S, because I have loads of paintbrushes but I can never find them, so I thought I'd just get these. Because we're doing inks today, I thought I needed some, but these were quite inexpensive. They're only about £4, and they're perfectly designed for watercolor and ink. And they've all got these different obviously bristle shapes and ends. So you got like the fan, you've got your brush end, you've got your flat lines, you've got your arch lines. So you can get different stroke effects with each of them. You've got your thin ones and thicker ones. So I just thought these will do, and they feel fine as well. They don't feel like they're going to come away with water. Sometimes you get the cheap ones and like the bit that's wooden or plastic comes away. So we'll put these to use. Hi, Dusty. So that's those. What else did I get? I've done a copycat with Dev. So Dev got some acetate. So I think he paid about just less than £7 for his. So I just got one, which is only £3.95, Crafter's Companion. And I think you got about 12 sheets in here. And they're just great for, you can put your hand on guard smudges. You can also use it to mix, your wet media as well. Also to protect from any sort of alcohol ink transfers, so multi-uses. Hi, Nanamo. So that's those. I've got those. That's all that's turned up so far, I believe, that I've ordered for myself. I am doing a collaboration with Nemesis now, and they were kind enough to send me Spellbound book. I'm going to be doing a proper full flip through of that soon, and a feature with that. This is by Lisa Parker. It's mainly all animals. There's only one image in here that has a person in, but it's all about, it's very spiritual. It's very, what's the word? Sort of magical creatures and enchanting. Obviously the title Spellbound gives that away. So yes, going on to the next person. The next person who sent me these lovely gifts, and I can't thank them enough. I was my mouth just literally hit the floor. Honestly, I thought I missed Christmas or something. I thought I had just slept a year and woke up on Christmas Day. So yeah, this person wants to remain anonymous. We'll start small and we'll work up. So yeah, I'm just absolutely outstanding and amazed that this person has sent this much. And as I say, it's not expected. It is very much appreciated, but you're not obliged to, to financially support the group, being here is enough. But if you do want to go that little extra, then I would rather you go through the wish list and send money, because I'm not here to make profit. I'm here for you guys, and so you support me, and I want to support you. So yes, first thing I got was 101 textures book, and in this is, as it says, 101 pencil textures, and I'll just give you a quick flip through. It's absolutely useful. It gives you loads and loads of techniques for textures in 4 or 5 easy steps. And there's things in hair, fur, feathers, cobwebs, clothing, fire, ice, gold, silver, shells, orange peel, grapes, coconut nuts, bread, chocolate, leaves, bricks, forest, snow, waves, leaves again, butterflies, everything in here you can think of. It gives you step-by-step how to do it. So that will be really useful for next month's feature, which is Monya Gates, and we're going to be doing a colouring of Fire Goddess, and that's going to be our feature for 3 weeks. So we'll use the fire step-by-step on that to create the fire. And I think there might be an ice one in there as well, so maybe we could do a fire and an ice goddess sort of spin-off. So we'll have Team Ice and Team Fire. So another thing this person got me as well was this nice little book, The Secrets of Colouring. Now, I do have the 2 Helen Elliston ones, which are absolutely fantastic, and the 3rd one is due out soon. And I am going to be doing something with Helen Elliston with those 2 books prior to the 3rd one coming out, to kind of like promote the 3rd one and obviously review and reflect back on the first 2. We're going to do some step-by-step guides from it as well. So absolutely amazed that Jennifer Zinman's arrived as well, because I love her work. And this is really useful as well. There's a couple of things in here that aren't in the Helen book and vice versa. So it's well worth just getting as many of these type of books as possible, because even at an advanced stage, you still constantly learn new tricks and new things as well. So it's absolutely fantastic, and it gives you examples of all different types of mediums. So you've got your alcohol markers, your gel pens, your fine liners, your Prismacolors, your polys, so your oil-based and wax-based pencils. So everything in here, pan pastels. So it is pretty much a step-by-step guide. So from a beginner to advanced, and you get some practice pages in the back as well. So it's absolutely fantastic. So I'll go through that fully in another video as well. So thank you very much. I'm absolutely nervous because I'm not used to this, and it's like, oh God. I'll get all shy because I don't feel like I deserve this, but I really appreciate it. Another thing that this person got me was Botanicum, which is by Maria Troll. Now, I've had my on this for absolutely ages. I've only got Maria Troll's Midnight Garden book, and I've got obviously all the Hannah Carlsons. I've got all the Carolina ones, but I've only got, no, obviously I got 2 now, but I've only the other one I've got is Midnight Garden. I haven't got Nightfall, and I haven't got the other one. So it's absolutely fantastic. I've got this now, so I'm catching up with Maria Troll or Troll. So yeah. Well, I'll just remove that quickly because that's got the person's name on it. So yes, Botanicum. So very similar to like your Hannah Carlson books, your Carolina books. Absolutely beautiful, and it came cellophaned, and I'm just so strange, but I absolutely love the smell of brand new paper. It smells divine. So yeah, and it's thick paper, it's smooth, it's got some black background pages, absolutely cute and whimsical. It's got animals, flowers, it's got these cute little girls, fairies. It's fantastic. As I say, I'll do a full flip through of this another time as well. As I've got loads of content planned for you guys coming soon. and I don't want to take up too much of the video. Now, these next two items that this person got me, I'm just like, I thought, wow, the book's amazing. But when I saw the two big boxes, and I thought, are they really for me? And I opened them, and literally, I think I nearly had cardiac arrest. So yeah, the first item that I opened in the big box was these, and I was just I just have no words just other than thank you. It's absolutely amazing. You know, I've got the 12 set of these and I love them, but obviously with the 12 set, you're limited range of colours. And to get these in a 48 set and a wooden box, which obviously the wooden box aren't cheap. As you say, you can probably hear it in my breath. I'm just so stunned and shocked and wow and amazed. It's just absolutely fantastic. These are absolutely gorgeous. Belinda's just done it in tents on her channel, and it's just, I think out of all the Derwent I find are very hit and miss, but their ink tents are perfect. The watercolours are not great, but the ink tents are fantastic. And as I say, it comes in this little wooden box. Absolutely lovely presented, all safe and secure. So you've got all your browns and your greens here, your earth tones, and then you've got all your bright colours here, which is fantastic. And I just so ecstatic with it, and I don't want to cry, so I'm just trying to suck it up like a big boy. So yeah, I'm just absolutely shocked, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. And we want the last thing now, guys. I saw Dare use these in a video the other day, and I just thought them, and I've got to have them, and then they just randomly turned up at my door, and I was like, wow. And it's these by Faerie Nouvaue, which is the extra soft pastels by Faerie Nouvaue, and Dare used these on a birdie image on YouTube, and they look absolutely fantastic. So we're definitely doing some more pastel work, guys. So yeah, I'm just absolutely shocked and lost for words. I'm just gonna. So yeah, it comes nicely presented, information booklet of all the products that they do, and then it comes with absolutely tons of colours. There's 48 colours in here. You've got all your browns, your blacks, your greys here. You've got your browns and your green earth tones. Then you've got like your marine colours, which is your blues and your purples. These are what I call Nicola's colours, because Nicola absolutely loves these, so she'll probably just use these. And then you've got your pinks, your flesh tones, yellows. I'm just absolutely lost for words. So I just want to say a big massive thank you to this person and to Auntie Yvonne for your generosity, and I feel like thank you is not enough to say, but that's all I can actually say is thank you. But I wish I could say something that meant a lot more. Just thank you so much, and I'll not cry. I promise I won't cry, but I'm just stunned. So thank you so much. I am so grateful, and whatever I get from people off my wish list goes straight back into this channel. I use these products and show you guys. You know, I'm not here for profit. I'm here to support you guys as much as you support me. So thank you very much. I'm just amazed. Thank you. I know I'm trying to suck it up, Nicola. Just saying to myself, big boys don't cry, big boys don't cry. So yes, thank you very much. So, without further ado, So yes. So yes, thank you for those 2 people for sending those gifts in. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm just absolutely amazed that somebody would be so generous to do that. And thank you. So yeah, guys, back to Herb. So so Herb is our second part, and he was also last month's feature. I think you can still get this on their backdation on their website and Vivid Publishing. And this is the Colour and Heaven magazine that he featured in. But don't worry, guys, most of these images that are featured in this are from his what's it called? Legend Nouveau book and his Fantasy Nouveau, but mostly Legend Nouveau. So that's why I haven't chose Legend Nouveau as a giveaway prize, because I know a lot of people would have this anyway. I think most of the dragon items are from Fantasy, but as I say, a majority of this is from Legends. Oh, thanks, Nancy. So yes, another feature that we're doing in group, guys. I don't know if you've seen it, but we're doing the Barbara Lanza. She's a fantastic lady. She's been illustrating for years. She's won prizes. She's been in many galleries before, and she's absolutely fantastic. And I picked a book from her Fairy World book, which is this book. And guys, if you do want to pick this book up, it is going out of print very soon. And it's not expensive at all. It's quite inexpensive. There's the image that I picked from the book. First colour, it's absolutely stunning. So it gives you obviously coloured images. It gives you colour tips and mark stroke step by steps. And as I say, there's loads of content in here. And the paper is really lovely as well. It's not Create Space. It's from an actual publisher. So it's your last chance to get this book, guys, before it comes out of print. And I think it's less than £8 on Amazon. So I would get it before it goes out of print. And there's our lady, feature lady. So it's absolutely lovely book. It's got a mixture of everything, very detailed to very simple. It's got some elves in here as well, elf fairies. It's got horses, like Pegasus. It's got like babies, infants, children. It's even got Oriental. It's got like a mermaid fairy in here. It's got an Oriental mermaid in here, fairy in here as well, which is she's stunning. So it's definitely worth having a look, guys. So yeah, back to Herb, and let's get on with the colouring. So literally my heart is in my mouth with obviously receiving those items. So I've just, whew. So yeah, thank you. I get so shy with things like that, and I'm the type of person that doesn't really take compliments very well. Like, I don't take them in a bad way. I go all shy and coy with compliments and receiving like items like gifts and yeah. So so yeah, guys. So yeah, thank you. So yeah, we're going to be using the drawing inks, which are these Windsor Newton. So I'm going to start with a frog. So we're going to use our greens and yellows. And halfway through the stream, we are going to be doing a raffle giveaway of Herb's second book, Faerie Nouvaue. If you've not seen a flip through of it, I did create a flip through of it earlier today, and it is a video that's in group at the moment over in Canvas and Colour, or Colour with Canvas on my art page. So have a look at that, guys, if you're interested. And the winner will get a signed copy of the physical book, signed to them directly after the feature ends. So after part 3, which is next Sunday, we will then send off the books to the winners. And it's an absolutely fantastic book. Eva was saying before that to me that it's our favourite book out of all of them. So she's got her fingers crossed. And probably our toes as well. Right, guys, so we've got our emerald green, brilliant green, we've got sunshine yellow, and we have canary yellow. Now, I'm going to start with the yellow first, because I get the feeling we're going to have to do light to dark with these inks. And I'm just going to use this flat brush here, the small flat brush. Only 2 of the books left on Amazon UK. Wow, guys, you've got to be quick then, because they're going to be gone. It's already this is that book I've shown you is the second reprint. There is another version of this book with I'll quickly show you guys. It has the Asian fairy on the cover, and it's a green and blue cover. So there is a first print edition with this on. So if you can get that book, it's going to be exactly the same book. But there's only 2 of this edition left, and after that, I don't think they're going to be reprinting it. So yeah, let's start with our canary yellow. So I'm going to start underneath. So how's everyone's weekend been? What you've been up to? Spill the beans, as they say. As you guys know, I've been moving house, so Shadow's not with me at the moment. So last night I decided to go stay over with my mum, and Shadow's staying there with me mum at the moment. And so stayed the night, and Shadow would not leave me alone from since I got there until the morning. And he practically sat, instead of cuddling us when I was asleep, he practically just sat on my face. He wanted to be that close to us. So I think he's missing me, and we hope to have him back soon, because I am missing him as well. The house is way too quiet without him. Way too quiet. To rugby. Rugby. Trying to imagine where that is again. I've heard of it. Is that somewhere in Yorkshire? All right, okay. Midlands. Um, Nancy, I'm using the Windsor and Newton ink. So these come in these little bottles like this. Oh, Eva, I hate it when they do that. I've had it loads of times with people on Facebook Market, and it's just such a pain when they say, I'm definitely going to come and get the item, um, or the seller doesn't turn up. Mainly I experience it when I sell items that people say, I'm really interested, and they don't turn up, and they'll give us an excuse, and then they don't turn up again, and there's another excuse. And I just call them time wasters. So I'm going with the sunshine yellow on top. You'll probably be able to see this one better. The good thing with these inks, you can mix them. You can water them down with water, so you can use it like a watercolor effect, or you can just use them as I am here on their own. I am using them on watercolor paper because it is a wet medium, and I don't really want it to buckle. You could just use it on normal paper as well if you want to. Just don't over wet it. It shouldn't be too bad if you're just using the ink straight from the bottle, but if you're using water, just be very sparing with your water. Eva, how's your little lady doing? I know she wasn't very well. Is she any better now? You're very welcome. Yeah, I don't like that when people don't know how much effort you put into something and then last minute just turn you down and get your hopes up. It's not ideal at all. But people don't say like that. People just think of themselves, and obviously that's how the world goes around at the moment, and it's not great. Oh, bless her. I'm glad she's doing better. At least you've got your Daisy. I believe you can. Just bear with me one moment. I'll put this base down with this colour. This is the brilliant green. I used to do a lot of ink work when I was at college, and I did used to blend them, and I used to add salt and bleach as well. So when it was wet, if I added like salt rocks on it, the salt would absorb the ink like speckles. So you'd have little white speckles in texture, and then if you add bleach, it would create like a tie-dye effect. It would just spread out and make a tie-dye effect. So I'm pretty sure you can mix them because I'm sure I've done it before in the past. Um, so we'll test it out though. And obviously you can layer the colours to make it more intense if you want to. Um, not not overly expensive at all, Nancy. Actually, I got the sets. You get two sets. You get set A and set B, and I think they were about they're no more than about I want to say £20 a set, but I would say no less than £30 a set. But the ink lasts absolutely ages. You only need a little bit, and as you can see, I used way too much here. So I'm trying to spread it out so it doesn't spoil. And you get two sets, and then there's single colours that you can get, such as the white, a gold, and a silver, which I have those as well. But I got mine on a deal, so it's always worth shopping around because I think I got mine for £20 a set, and then I think the inks individually are about £4, so not too bad. And the thing is, you can build them up as well. You can build up a collection with these. You don't have to get them all the colours at once. And you can mix them as well. So even if you just want to start off with basic colours, and you can just mix them. So I'm mixing that sunshine yellow with the green, and there's no issues at all. No issue at all. So yeah, it's very, very vibrant. I'll bring it closer. So yeah, Tracy, I think that's very good price for what they are, because it's Windsor Newton. You know you're getting quality. It's the artist grade. It's not student grade. You can use it for your colouring. You use it for calligraphy. You get so many colours. The colours I've got a deep red, vermilion, a scarlet, peat brown, a nut brown, a blue, ultramarine, which is dark blue, a violet, a purple. I've got two Indian blacks, and the black is very, very deep. It's the blackest black I've ever seen. I've got canary yellow, sunshine yellow, emerald green, and brilliant green, orange, silver, gold, and a white. So that's the entire collection. Obviously, it's a bit shiny at the moment. My lighting's not great, and it's still wet as well, so it'll be quite shiny. US currency, converting that. So I think the dollar's about, I think a pound. I think £1 in US dollars is about $1.20. So you're probably thinking for 1650 British pounds, dollars, you're probably thinking just less than $20 a set, which is still quite good actually. As I say, if you shop around, you might get them cheaper at different prices, but use Amazon as your base, and then maybe just have a look around places like Michael's, Blick, um, Hobby Lobby, which is like the stores that you have over there. And as I say, the prices will be competitive. But yeah, they're lovely. It's something I've had them for quite a long time, and I've not really got them out to use them. So I just thought with this feature, I thought I'm going to use them, and because obviously we use ink and markers all the time, so it's just the same apart from you using a brush instead of a marker to apply it with. And for those who aren't confident in watercolor, it's like a good introduction of how to get the feeling of mixing, blending, using a paintbrush before going on to watercolors. And I think using a brush, just find it very relaxing and calming. It just glides on. But yes, in the set you don't get the white, you have to buy the white separate. But I will say the white is definitely worth it 100%, even if you're not interested in using the inks for your colouring. I would just recommend getting the white on its own, even so, because it's absolutely fantastic for using highlights in eyes, to, add highlights on shine, rather than using like a Posca pen. You can use the white, and as you can see, the amount of ink that you get in, it's going to last you ages. So it's fantastic. Bleeding. Nope, it doesn't bleed through. I've got some copy paper here as well. I'll try it on some copy paper if you want. So this is just your typical thin copy paper. Now it's still wet. Obviously on thin copy paper, it's gone straight through. But on decent thick quality paper, and this is obviously watercolor paper, it hasn't even gone through at all. So I think if your paper is thick enough, it won't go through. But it's always worth testing on like on the back page anyway if you're getting a book, or whatever paper that you're using, just a quick test. But if it's like a thick cardstock like paper, it won't go through. But if it's very thin, like Create Space paper, it probably will. So guys, we're coming up to what time would it? Are we on now? Quarter to 9. So for about 9:30, I'm going to be doing the raffle. And I'll just get as much of this done as I can. See, I've wet the brush here, and it's just watered down the colour. So you see, you can use it like a wash if you want to. Now, out of the set, the only ones that are light fast is the black and the white. But it's ink, and ink's going to last for a long time anyway. And anything that you put directly into sunlight is always going to fade. Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. It's what I'm here for. So yeah, as I say, if you're using quality paper, it's like a medium weight to thick paper, then it won't go through. If it's thin paper like Create Space, then it probably will. But it's always best using a blotter sheet and having a look on the back page of a colouring book, or on using a test page of the paper that you're using, just to see. If it's single-sided, then obviously it's not to worry about. You just put something behind to guard the page underneath. But I believe they are water-based inks anyway. Yeah, once it dries, it is permanent. You can't, like watercolor, you can probably re-wet it, then rework it. You can't with ink. Once it's dry, it's permanent. And that's the same with the Inktense pencils. Once they're dry, you can't reactivate it. So the only way to manipulate it and change it would be to go over it again if you wanted to change it. So yeah, guys, I don't know if you saw on the page the other day, but Herb was kind enough to let me know about his news feed letter page. And if you sign up, you get an exclusive colouring page. And that for us wasn't working. There was a button on there, the I'm not a robot button, and that wasn't working. So he's kindly actually just posted the image on the page for us to use and have for free. So check that out, guys, because it's a lovely image. He's a very generous man. Very talented as well. As I say, he's got so many books out now, and he's been a while for so long. Oh, he's a very lovely kind man. He's very nice to talk to as well, and I just love his personality with these with these cosplay costumes that he makes for the festivals that he goes to. He's done some fantastic ones and some very entertaining photos of him in his costumes. He's very creative in all different ways. And that image that is that's part of his newsletter, that is an exclusive image as well, so you can't purchase it, and it's not part of any book. Um, I think it's like a lily fairy. It's very nice though. It's worth checking it out. What kind of eyes do frogs have? Is it just like black? I'm just trying. I'm painting here and I'm thinking, what kind of eyes do frogs have? Is it just black? orange and black in the middle. Is that not the tropical ones? Is that like ones in Brazil? Oh, Tracy, that sounds like an exotic frog. Mine's just a typical pond frog. Just another layer on here because I think that's a bit too dull. Just do some dotting around here. Oh, you're welcome, Tracy. I know I try and like and comment on every picture. Sometimes if I don't get a chance to comment, I will always like do a reaction, but I always try and comment as much as I can. Even if it's just like mid through my day and I'm just quickly going through and making sure I check them. Because obviously I appreciate everything that you post on the page, and everyone deserves to be recognized and have some recognition for all the hard work that they put in. So you're very, very welcome. Well deserved. So yes, so we're gonna do. I think we'll do like a midnight blue in the eyes. Tree frogs. No, we just call them pond frogs. Although we don't get, I think we get more toads than we do frogs. Toads are not very pretty. Oh, I've seen them. Well, I don't think they weren't really frogs, but when I went to Mexico, there was loads of look like newts, and another thing as well. I had a particular name, and they used to like cling onto the ceilings, and they were attracted to light, and they were everywhere. But the funny thing about my honeymoon in Mexico is they have obviously they have loads and loads of iguanas over there, and they're on the resort grounds all the time. And I actually got I actually got attacked from by an iguana. Because obviously I went to get some lunch and I brought the lunch to the pool and I had chicken and this iguana was just coming up to me and it was eyeing up me chicken and it came towards and it jumped on the bed and obviously me me being scared ran away and it started eating my chicken. And then I got wrong from the resort people because it was eating my chicken and apparently if it eats the chicken because it eats swallows the bone, it dies. I'm like, well, it chased after me. And that was quite amusing. I did think it was eyeing up me as dinner, like to be fair. But I think the iguana was fine. We also had a on our resort, just next to our apartment. There was we had a neighbor called Frida, and she was our pet crocodile. Hi Maya. And we used to go down for breakfast next to where um, her little swamp was, which was next to the pool. And we used to finish off. We used to go down breakfast. She wasn't there, but as soon as we finished with breakfast, she would be there, and our mouth would be open, smiling, and you can tell what she was thinking because she was looking at us, going, "Oh, full English." That's a bad dad joke. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Belinda. Oh, hi, Dee. Sorry, Belinda. I was too busy talking. I was dishing out my bad jokes. Notification at 1 a.m. Okay. Let's get the black ink as well. So yeah, our pet crocodile at our resort was called Frida, and she used to always have her mouth open every time she saw us. We didn't know whether she was just hungry or she was just actually smiling. Uh, but yeah, that was Mexico. Oh, the on Instagram, Loretta, the one from your naughty book. Yeah, someone commented on a picture where Loretta had coloured, and it was obviously a very, very muscular, fantasy-looking gentleman. And someone commented about how lovely the eyes were, and I commented saying, "I don't think anyone's really paying attention to the eyes." And I think that kind of made Loretta's day. Now, it looks a bit flat colour at the moment, but we are going to do layers when it's dry. The thing is with the inks, you have to, if you want to mix them, you need to mix them while they're wet. If you want to layer, you have to wait until they're dry and then go over. Yes, Laura, I had a look at that book and it's a very, very naughty book. It should have been called 50 Shades of Fauna and Fairies. It is on Amazon as well, anybody who's curious. And there is a YouTube flip through. I'm quite surprised YouTube have allowed it. But yeah, it's good artwork though. It's just very, very naughty. You're welcome, Dusty. Anytime. I'm back on tomorrow as well, same time. I'm going to be doing the Chris Lopez image using the pan pastels. And I'll be able to use the soft pastels that I was sent and also the pastel set that Yvonne sent me as well. So I can use those. I'm going to leave the frog to dry for now. Oh, I've missed a bit there, so I'll do this bit. I forget that frogs have four feet. Which is pretty obvious. Bye, Dusty. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll see you next time, hon. Blinda is on 11 o'clock. So 2 hours from now. Hi, Monique. So UK time, it's 11 p.m. Evening, I believe. So it's 2 hours from now. So anybody who's watching, 2 hours from the time that you're on now. It's all right, Shelley. As I say, it's absolutely fine. You know, you're not obliged to make it. If you've got things that you need to do, you've got things you need to do. Well, thanks, Nana. Thank you very much for joining. We'll see you next time. Bye, Nana. Oh, don't worry about it, Shelley. Completely understand. Oh, thanks, Maya. Nana's going, people. So everyone say bye to Nana. I don't think Shelly's going just yet. Right, we'll leave that at that for now. What to do next? Get a white. Just going to show you how the white works. It's very thick and it's very opaque. I'm just going to get a fine brush. And these new brushes seem to be doing very well. So I'm going to take the thinnest brush. Just pick that up. I've made a mistake, so just blend that in. I'm gonna have to turn it around, everyone, because I can't get the right angle because some of it's still wet. So yeah, you can use the white over and it adds in the highlight. I'll see you soon, Belinda. Thank you very much for joining. And catch you soon. think May is on at 10, is that right? I think she's on at 10. Or is she on now? Let's get our Vermilion and our Scarlet. Eva's just added the link to Herb's Etsy store as well. So if you want to have a look at some of the Etsy images that are available on there, his books are available to purchase as a physical book, and he also has some digital pages. Now, obviously, the toadstool is going to have white in it. I'm going to just wash it over with the colour first, and then you go back in later and add the white. And the thing is with the inks as well, you can just use these as a base colour, and then you can go over the top with it in pencil if you want to for the detailing. So they're probably a lot quicker if you do it that way. Oh, I spoke to May the other day, and I'm sure she said 10 p.m. UK time. Oh, she just came on. Well, I'm going to be doing the raffle in about 15 minutes anyway, so... we spoke the other day. She said she doesn't mind if people are a little bit late to her stream if they want to go across and watch. If they want to watch both, she doesn't mind if people are a little bit late, and vice versa. Oh, May is lovely. So I'm going to go in with the Scarlet now. And don't worry, if you go over the line slightly, that's absolutely fine. You can go over it and cover it up. Obviously, once it's dry, you can then add layers on top as well. So if you want to keep adding depth, you can. Or as I say, once it's dry, you can then go in with a pencil. And I'm going to show you both anyway. So on the next stream, when it's dry, I'll go over it with some pencil, and then I'll show you the two different effects. Oh, sorry, Shelley. She's cracking her whip again, isn't she? She's got her bull whip out. Love our Shelley. Sorry, guys. I'm in my little zone. Let me just move some rubbish out of the way. Yes, Shelley's got the bullwhip out. All right, let's get some. I think it's called peach brown, which is like an orangey brown. I'm gonna go for a more pointed brush. I'll go for that thin one again. We're just gonna. No, that's not really doing it. What we've got? A nut brown. That might work. Hey, Helen. Think I'm gonna have to wait until it's dry to add in the shadow area. Okay, so I think it's going to mainly be green stuff that we do today. The wings I'm going to try and do an iridescent style, so I'm not going to use inks for those. Hi, Jean. Right, guys, so we've got 10 minutes until we do the raffle. Does one of the mods want to explain the rules? And fingers crossed it doesn't go terrible like last week. Because it shouldn't do. I've got plenty of battery. We'll just do a number between 1 and 50. Yeah, so we one between number between 1 and 50. Yeah, anyone can enter. You can only enter once. So your first number is the number that will be taken as your entry. Shelley's just going to explain the rules to you. And the winner will get a copy of Herbs Faerie Nouvaue book. It's a lovely book, and it'll be a physical copy, and it'll be signed. Once the features finish, which is next week, is our last video stream, and all winners have been announced. Then the book will be sent out to the individual of those who have won the copies. So I was whoever won last week was it Sean Lee? Obviously, I don't think she's in here anyway. But if you've won one, then you can't enter a second time. Oh, thanks, Shelley. It'll get there. It'll get there. It's a bit flat at the moment, but as I say, with inks, you've got to do a base color, then let it dry, and then go over it again. As I say, you can go over it with the ink and just build up that way, or you can go over the top with pencil. So in this stream, it'll probably just look very basic at the moment, but once it's dry, we can then go over it and add the depth and the detail. And this is actually Herb himself as a fairy. See, he's got so much character. He's class. Okay, so I'm done with that yellow. Hi, Louise. Thank you very much. Louise just came in, so for the purpose of Louise, we are just about to do the raffle. So if you want to take part, we're just choosing a number between 1 and 50. And this is for a copy of Herb's Faerie Nouvaue book. There's a flip through of it on our group page, and it's going to be a signed copy as well, so it'll be sent out to the winner once the feature's finished, which is going to be next week after the next week's stream. And so if you choose a number between 1 and 50, the first person to pick the number or closest to that number without going over wins. There's no chatting during this time, just to make it easier to collaborate everyone's numbers. And it's only when I say the words go, go, go in chat, I'll type them, then you can choose your number. So I've got 3 minutes, guys, until I do that. But it is a fantastic book. It's got some lovely images in there. It's all fairies, but they've got fairies with personalities in there. So there's a fairy who's She's sitting on top of a slug, which looks like a slug going into battle, and looks like she's got like a little laser gun. There's a guy sitting on top of a dragon. Um, what else? There's some nice double page spreads on there. There's a little fairy, like a little fairy boy on the back page. There's loads of different ones. They've all got their own little personalities. So whoever wins, that's going to have hours and hours of fun with that. And with the book as well, it will be signed, and the books are really good quality. They are double-sided, the images, but the paper is really good quality. So I would always use the back page to test your mediums, though. And obviously, alcohol markers will go through anything. Just between 1 and 50, because as I say, if we try 100, we'll probably be here forever, picking out numbers. Is Eva still here? Has she gone? Is Eva still here? Oh, she's still here. I was going to say, you were saying before that you really liked this book, and I didn't want you to miss your chance. And I do use a random number generator, guys, so it's not fixed. It's just random, complete random number, and the closest that number's out going over is the winner. So it's not me selecting the number. It's just by random. What's going on now? Is someone being kicked out? Who's been naughty? Right, guys. Okay, so yeah, I always miss something. Right, guys. So when can I just make sure that everybody understands the rules of the raffle? So if everyone can give me a ready when they understand what they're doing and they are ready to go, and then once done that, then I can get there and get it started. Me, naughty Loretta? Never. I'm a darling, me. Ready-ish. Loretta, you only need to choose a number between 1 and 50, love. So I've got 12 readies and we've got 16 viewers. We've got 15 viewers. All right, guys. So anyone who's just came in to watch, we're just picking a number between 1 and 50. And this is your chance to win a copy of Faerie Nouvaue book by Herb. And it will be signed. So if you just type in the word ready, if you understand that you're just choosing a number between 1 and 50 and you want to join in. Make sure that you're on live chat as well, guys, not top chat. Just give you a few more minutes, guys. So, yeah. Okie doke. So, go, go, go. We've got a lot of 20s here. Just give you another minute. Just think I could probably use the ink pencils on top of these. And that's it, guys. Okay, so I'm going to generate. It's give me number 6. So it's the number closest without going over. And I don't think anybody has got a number of 6 and below. So we're going to do it again. Right, and generate. Number 33. Closest number without going over to 33. Is it not Loretta? Because Loretta's got 28 and the number's 33. No, Eva's got 29. There's Eva with 29. Yeah, it's Eva. Eva, well done. You've actually won. Fate be have it. Well done, darling. So yeah, Eva, you've won your copy. So what I'll do is I'll message you after the stream. I'll get your details and I'll forward them on to Herb, and Herb will send your book out to you once the last winner's been announced next week. Next week it's going to be Fantasy Nouveau that we're going to be giving away. So Eva, because you won this one, you won't be at next week's. But yeah, so well done. Very well done. But yeah, next week going to be the last chance to win a book signed by Herb, and that's going to be the fantasy one. That's got loads of like knights, princesses, dragons in it. It's a nice one, so it's a good one for the last week. And then we can take a look, obviously, what we're going to be doing from then after. As I say, we are going to be doing the Munya Gates image, which is going to be the fire goddess from a goddess book. But I'm going to do a spin on that. I'm going to do a fire and ice challenge. So we're going to split into two teams between us and admins, and we're going to do a team fire and a team ice. And then you can pick a team. So whether you want to do team ice or team fire. So you just got to choose your element. Legend of War is lovely. The reason why I didn't choose that as a prize, Loretta, is because a lot of the Legend of War stuff's in the Colouring Heaven magazine issue that was out last month. So I don't know if you got your copy yet. But it's a lot of the images are in there. So because that was out at the same time that we launched, I didn't want to give the same images away. But it's still available on his Etsy, so if you want to order the book, it's available on Etsy. I think it's only like less than $10 the book anyway, so it's not a bad price. I think, Shelley, I think you might have me on top chat, not live chat. So at the top, there's where you've got the chat. It'll say top chat. And if you click on that and then click on live chat, and you'll see the chat as it's live. Top chat is just like chat highlights. Oh, bless you. And obviously you've had poor Daisy as well, so and Daisy's just got better. So you've had a stroke of luck, as they say. But for some reason, when I was doing the generating, for some reason it was just between 1 and 50. It was doing number 5, then number 4, then number 2. I was like, what's all these low numbers? So eventually did 1, and it was 33. You can, yes. So at the top there's top chat and then there's live chat. So top chat's just highlights of the chat, and live chats in real time. I'm just going to finish these leaves off, guys, and then we'll just call it time. And then we'll continue with the rest and add more detail on the next video. I think I'm going to just go over it in pencil for the next one, just add the detail in. I think we'll get better detail that way. I'll probably use a few of the Inktense pencils as well that was gifted from the wish list, kindly by our anonymous subscriber. Which was so kind of them. So the least I can do is obviously use them on stream. So anything that does come through, I will always just I'll always use it on stream and put it back into the channel. So yeah, anyway, so Shelley, Maria, and Nicola will have to decide between us four who's going to be Team Ice and who's going to be Team Fire. Now, I have just got that book from a lovely subscriber, so I am tempted to say that I'm going to do Team Fire. Because there's a great fire tutorial in there. It's for the Munya Gates image, the one with the dragon, the fire goddess. But we're going to do a twist with it, Chili. So we're going to have fire and ice. So it'll be like team fire and team ice. So it'll be like an ice dragon or a fire dragon. Just to make the challenge a bit interesting. Obviously, you're not stuck to certain colors. It's just choosing an element. So you can use your own color palette. Just need to decide whether you want to do Team Ice or Team Fire. And the rest is up to you. Yeah, I just made the rule up before, Shelley. I just came to us as an idea when I was talking to everybody before you came in. It was just as I was flicking through the book that was sent to me, I just got that idea. I was like, oh, that'll be interesting to do. Because there's an ice tutorial in there, and then there's also a fire one as well. And I've seen it before as well, because Kirby's got I think it's Mythomorphe. He's got a book where he's got an ice dragon and a fire dragon. And I've seen some great people do a double page spread on that. I think Colour Claire did a double page spread with it and looked great. I think that's going back a while ago though. I get the feeling Nicola will probably choose ice because she likes using blues. Shelley, you know what you're getting into when you came on board. You're getting into a relationship, but committed. Remember, it's like a marriage. Oh, me and Shelley never fight. Shelley, what you like? My stomach is rumbling. I bought David some chocolates before I went to the shop because he's not been feeling very well. So I thought it'd be nice. I'll go to the shop and I'll get him some chocolate. I bet you when I go in there, he's not left me any. He is terrible for chocolate. Wow, Evo. Is he a Rastafarian? Oh, thanks for coming in, Jane. It was lovely having you, especially with being your first time here. And we're all back next week at the same time, 8 p.m. GMT. And I'm back tomorrow as well at 8 p.m. GMT to do the Chris image, which yeah, which is this one. So we'll be back tomorrow to do this image with Pan Pastels by Chris Lopez. So feel free to join on that as well. So good night, Jane. Thank you very much for joining. I'm gonna just quickly. Now that's dry, I'm just gonna quickly go in with the white, guys. Because it's not as white as I want it to be. Just clean the brush and then dry it off. I am looking forward to getting a studio space set up once we get the house turned around. Because I am a bit stuck for space at the moment. See you, Susie. Right, guys, just going to leave it at this for now as we are up for time. As I say, next week we're going to continue. We're going to go back with a pencil, add more depth, add more detail, and then try and get it finished for part 3. And we'll be doing the Fantasy Nouveau giveaway as well. So it'll be a last chance doing a signed copy of Herb's book. And then we'll go on to our Monia feature for goddesses. And we'll be taking a look at Goddess's book and also the air elements. And we'll be taking a look at her fantasy and fairy book as well. So there's 3 of those books to have a look at. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining, and well done to Eva for winning the book. I will contact you after the stream to get your details. So yes, thank you very much ladies for joining, and have a good evening. And I'm back tomorrow at 8 p.m. to do the Chris Lopez image, so it'll be great to have you tomorrow. And I'm also back next week at 8 p.m. GMT to do part 3. Bye ladies, good night.